So let's get started with our pillow prep. We're going to start off with softball on the calves. We're going to start putting the ball around our ankle area, and then we're going to roll up and down our leg, going towards our knee and hitting all three parts of our calf muscle, which is our lateral side, the medial side, which is right on the biggest meaty area, and then also the inside, just like this right here. So what you want to do with the softball, you want to make sure that you get deep as you can, as long as it's not feeling pain, and it is feeling a little bit of discomfort, but it's not feeling like super painful. Continue to foam roll for about 10 minutes, 5 minutes on each leg, going nice and easy, nice and slow. This version is sped up, so I did go slower than that. Then we have elevated three-way ankle stretch. After we foam roll on that ankle or that calf, we want to go ahead and stretch it out a little bit. So you're going to put your foot on a platform and then proceed to press your knee forward over your toes until you get your knee as far as you can. Maybe about 4 inches over your toes is what your average goal is going to be. You want to make sure that you keep your heel nice and flat on the ground or on that box. And you just lean forward as far as you can, pressing and leaning on top of that leg. From there we have Bretzel 2, Bretzel 2.0. We've done this before. Everybody knows it that has been with us for a while, but if you don't know, you'll put your legs here in this kind of like figure 4 position, and then you'll proceed to lean over the shin. So notice that I'm not leaning over my thigh, which is the area between my hip and my knee. I'm leaning over my shin, which is the area between my foot and my knee. If you're having a hard time with pushing both hands over your shin, then you can place one arm down on one side and then just use one arm to lean over that shin as far as you possibly can. The goal in this exercise is to get a good stretch in the glute med. And if you're having trouble still, but you want to try to get both hands over the shin, use a foam roller to go ahead and roll back and forth over that with your hands like on it, just like it is, so that you can get a little bit further into it. The next one is going to be the yoga push-up to cobra. So I like to get a good hamstring stretch in by driving my chest down towards the ground, and then I push my chest up towards the ceiling, leaving my hips on the ground as best as I possibly can. Again, getting a good hamstring stretch, rocking out a little bit, left and right side, and then I'm driving down and then scooping the ground, getting a good cobra stretch on that one as well. You're going to do this a few times, back and forth, just feel it loose, feel loosened up when you do this. And then at the end of it, you want to go ahead and rock back into child's pose. It's a good way to just like get the opposite side stretch out. And then I also do a little bit of a cow or a cat-cow stretch with it as well. The next exercise is going to be, I'm going to call this one a 4-3 hip extension. So you go from a 4-point position to a 3-point position, and then driving your hips to the ceiling, eyes on the hand that is going up towards the sky, and then you alternate between one side and the other side, holding onto your stomach and then pressing your hips up towards the ceiling, getting a good press between both feet, feel both feet against the ground, and then bring the hand back down, making sure that your core is tight. That's why I push it on my stomach, because I know that I am embracing, and then you can go from side to side until you get about 5 to 10 done on each side, depending on how much time you have. If this version of it is a little bit difficult, then what you want to do is, instead of reaching up to the ceiling, you can instead go ahead and just place the leg out and then go from there. Or you can drive the hips up to the ceiling, just leave the hand down on the ground. So there's a couple different variations for this one. And then the third variation, I'm going to give it to you right here, is just instead of kicking your leg out, you just want to rotate, open your chest open to the wall on the opposite side of the room, and then reach up. And then I like to do this one by repeating the same side over and over again until I get done with about 5 to 10 reps on each side. Remember, the reps count, but you can do as many reps as you need to feel like you're getting the movement down and you're getting loose or activated in the process. That's going to be your A day